whatever else is going on in that world, we're just dirty old Kiwis.
So what have you been up to this week?
Well, I've had a big week. Been out to see my old mate Reg Cook at Clevedon. He's very busy, him and his team, getting 4 cars ready to go to Bolivia, believe it or not.
4 cars?
4 cars. One's bad enough, but he's doing 4. To set some FIA world land speed records. He's got his own event. It's a huge undertaking, but it was neat to be involved, and Johnny and I went up there and did some fabrication for him on a couple of the cars, and yeah, so we decided to take the camera up and have a few words with Reg as well, and yeah, so you can check that out. Well, g'day Reg. We've come out to the Flats shed in Clevedon, and man, there's some interesting stuff in here, that's for sure. What's your current plan?
Well, simple thing. This is my man cave, 12,000 feet. It's built out of trees that we grew ourselves, and it's what I call a Kiwi can do. We just make things happen. So one thing led to another, and suddenly we're building a car to chase the outright 2-litre record, and we're building the fastest Mini, and we're building another car to break the outright FIA world land speed record, and it just, one thing led to another. There's probably 20 or 30 people that are around that are part of the stream, and what we want to do is try and break the outright world land speed record, do it on a budget, Kiwi can do, and just show to the world that anybody can do anything. This is not millionaires doing it, this is just ordinary people like yourself you're helping. And we just want to set an example to other people to say, well, if you dream something, get on and do it. Don't let someone stop you.
So Bolivia, everybody normally thinks of land speed racing at Bonneville?
Well, the thing of Bonneville is, and it is, I mean, Bonneville is probably the home of hot rodders. And when you go there, you just see them everywhere. But the problem with Bonneville is you can't break an FIA record. It's a short track, whereas we've got to go one way, and then within an hour we've got to go back the other way. So we need 18 to 19 miles. They don't have that at Bonneville. So the only way to break a world FIA land speed record is really go to the biggest salt flat in the world, is Bolivia. And it's not easy to go there. There's nothing there, so we've got to take everything with us and make it work. So for us, Bolivia is the only place.
And I see this, you see we're doing 4 cars, there's 4 big 40-foot containers outside loaded with everything, because as you say, there's nothing there. It's in the middle of absolutely nowhere. You can't shoot down to the local, Napa and get some spark plugs. So.
And that's true. And the thing that makes me, people say, how do you feel? Well, I'm actually petrified, because I look at Lawson. He was here at Christmas time, and then suddenly he has to, he's in the bright lights, and you have to perform. When we get up, we talk about our lunchroom, have a beer, and everything. We can do this, we can do that, we can do this. When we get up there, we're under the spotlight. We either succeed. Yeah, we do. You know, like, what happens if it all turns to crap? Well, we're going to look really stupid. So
at least you've got 4 cars. You're the number 1 driver. You're going to drive all. You're just going to basically jump from one car to the other.
Well, we hope so.
Yes, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's the plan. So, will this car behind me actually work?
A very complicated car, as we'll see later. It's full of electronics and hydraulics and all kinds of things. It's very high tech, and to be Reg to be taking this massive step to go to Bolivia, man, I take my hat off to you, Reg.
Well, I'm just an ordinary person. I'm a humble farmer's son, and anybody can do anything. They've just got to feel empowered and have a support network around them to give it a go.
Correct. So tell us about Wairua 2. That's the latest one. It's got the big block Chev, 2 massive turbos, lots of horsepower, 4-wheel drive, front-wheel drive.
Yeah, well, it's a unique design. It's 4-wheel drive in the front, and the reason why that is, we don't think we can get enough traction out of 2 wheels, and also, if you put all that weight on 2 tyres, we exceed the limits for the tyre weight by too much, so it has to be 4-wheel drive, and there's just 1 wheel at the back. Aerodynamically, it's good. It's had all the simulations done, blah, 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 blah. If it works, as we say, it'll
be magic.
It will. But then, nobody ever goes land speed racing and succeeds the first time anyway, so we're a bit optimistic and think that even thinking we can go there and do it first time is pretty arrogant. Really.
Well, you've got to do it.
Yeah.
When I went to Bonneville with you, was it 6 years ago or something? I was amazed. There was guys there with hot rods, as you say, and serious land speed record cars. They've been going there for 40 years, and every year they try and get 1 more mile an hour.
Yeah.
And you're going to go, boom. What are we aiming for this one?
Well, Wairua 1, I'm actually, the world record's 4:37, and we hope to break it at Wairua 1 with a 2-litre Nissan engine that we built. That'll have 1,100 brake horsepower. Wairua 2 here, we wanted to set the fastest piston engine of all time and go for 550, but the fastest piston engine is actually a plane at 536. So we aim for 550. We don't think we can now, because when we tested our tyres last year, which is supposed to go to 600 mile, one blew up and another one's won't. So we don't actually, I'm not sure we've got the tyres now to do the job, the tyres that we're going to use. So we've had to use an older tyre from the past, some 20 years of age. And so I think the maximum we can go is probably 500 at a pinch, if the car will do it and if I'm still in one piece to do it.
Exactly. And tell us about the Mini.
Well, the Mini is a bit of an add-on.
A bit of your history.
Well, I mean, I was in Minis before you were, and I mean, you're a Mini addict and so am I, and I mean, if you said Minis, they would associate you with Minis, and in the past they'd associate me with them, because at one stage we held every 1000cc and every 1300 record concurrently on every single circuit in New Zealand. So I like the story of the Mini and Esigonis, because, so I thought, well, why don't we pay homage to that? And so we've taken the oldest Mini shell that we could find with the smallest Mini engine, and we're going to do it, we're hoping to become the fastest Mini of all time with that. And interesting enough, in our 998, we had 427 brake horsepower the other day, turbocharged. So,
pretty amazing out of a 1000cc Mini, though, turbo.
And there's a lot of followers in the world of Mini, and we just wanted to give them something to cheer about, and we wanted to be Kiwis that did it.
And then there's Cookie, in this end, that's part of you now. You've done all sorts of things with that car.
Yeah, well, I mean, the interesting thing with that
I even drove it at Bonneville, did 167 mile an hour or something.
Cookie's done 220 mile an hour, which is faster than you can go down the back straight of Conrad. So, and it's only a 2 litre. So, you know, you sit there with, hey, I'm doing all this speed, and I'm thinking, our 2 litre car, dick you. So, and it's on pump gas as well. So, the thing is, we were sitting in the lunchroom, I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago, we'd won the two-wheel drive championship, and I was with Peter Murray, my team manager, and we were trying to work, what do we do next? Because we've done everything, been there, done it, and he said, well, what's on the bucket list? And I said, well, we haven't been to Bonneville. And he said, well, let's go to Bonneville. So we just went to Bonneville for the heck of it. Now, here we are, taking on probably one of the biggest ever Kiwi can-do challenges that New Zealand has ever done. Only challenge I can see that an individual has done similar to this that was really outrageous was so Edmund Hillary, when he went to South Pole. We've got to build our cars, ship our cars, deal with the FIA, build the event.
And then go to a clean sheet, middle of the desert, or the dry
middle
lake.
Of nowhere, there's nobody there, ensure it. We've got to do every single thing, and that's why there's so many other people involved. Like, we dragged you in for a couple of days and you think you're going to charge us. Well, you're never going to get paid, so don't worry about that. He said he wouldn't do any more freebies. He just has. I've done an interview for nothing. You won't get your bill paid. So they've got it on camera. But other people, we dragged in Brian Lawrence, who's the CEO for the event, and all sorts of people.
And you've had some of my helpers helping as well. Hemi at Mount Shop supplied the Coney shocks, and Moselle have squirted some orange paint on it for you. And we're all a big team. And that's the good thing about Kiwis, is they all generally try and help each other, don't they?
Yeah, well, you're exactly going to. Like I said, your bill won't get paid. So, and Johnny's here as well.
Well, I'm going broke at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, well, I don't care about you. That's your problem. So the thing, I did the Mini for other reasons, because I know that your fabricator Johnny, he's into Minis, and I thought, well, I've got John Provo, and there's Johnny, and there's different people that really have a passion for those cars. So I feel that the car, that will give them something to cheer about.
Correct. What's the speed record at the moment for the fastest Mini?
I think the fastest Mini is held by Project 64 at Bonneville. The record is 154 mile an hour. But I think they did one run at 166, but they never backed it up. Right. So we're chasing 170. And I think we could possibly head for 180, but the problem is I'm not sure it'll be stable.
Yes.
And I want to come back.
You can imagine a Mini at 180 mile an hour. It's not the most aerodynamic thing in the world.
No, it's interesting. Our aerodynamic expert, Joanne, from the US Air Force, he's the senior lecturer of aerodynamics for the US Air Force. He's on board. And he's done an aerodynamic simulation for it. He's been here, we'll put a lot of dots on it, and he's done a simulation. And the power graph comes along at a certain speed and then it goes up. And going next to 10 mile an hour, you nearly got to double the brake horsepower. So aerodynamically, it's crap.
Yep. Well, that sounds like a great challenge. So we wish you all the best, of course, everybody in New Zealand and around the world. You're kind of flown under the radar, but hopefully our Talkin Torque thing gives you a little bit more profile and people get on board and cheer you along.
So what we really want to do, though, thank you, but what I really want to do is knock this off and come back and people are going to say, why did you do that?
Well, what a fantastic guy.
Unbelievable. 79 years of age, 4 cars, Bolivia, unbelievable. He's done Bonneville, and Bonneville is not where you set world land speed records. Did you know that?
No, I didn't, because I was always wondering why he was going to go to somewhere where it's really hard to get to.
Yes, very hard.
And
for
very
everything.
expensive,
Yes.
and really going to have to know some people to look after you there.
Yes,
Probably.
yes, correct.
Right about now?
Yes,
Yeah.
The political situation. Anyway, so the problem with Bonneville, not the problem, but the issue with Bonneville is it's not long enough, and the records are SCTA, Southern Californian Timing Association records, which is basically Hot Rodders Club. And if you want a proper world FIA recognised world record, the problem with Bonneville is it's only like 6 or 7 miles long. Plus sometimes it rains and it's soggy. So going to Bolivia, you're pretty much guaranteed of a hard, dry surface. Do you like a hard, dry surface, Steve?
Not really.
No, okay. And 18 miles long, just let it go. And for an FIA record, you've got to back it up within a certain amount of time, come back the other way, then you're done.
Yeah, well, funny enough, I just was watching a little thing popped up the other day about them getting ready for Bonneville, and they're scraping now, trying to get it ready. And there's no guarantees Bonneville's going to go again this year. So the cost of logistics of going to do these events, good on Reg. He's finally going to, everything's in the container, good to go. I wish him the world of luck, man. The guy's got gonads of the biggest Angus bull there is in life, right?
Yes. Yep.
Because who the hell's going to strap themselves into a car at 79
years of age and do 500 miles an hour?
Yeah.
He did say to me when I was out there, he's like, "Oh, I don't think I'm as brave as I used to be," but he is. I've been in a car with him. He's mental. He's good. So
well, you haven't done this all this long not to go, right?
So so next show we're going to do a little bit of walk around with the cars, a bit more in detail of the 4 cars. So that'll be interesting too.
Yeah, no, look forward to that. Awesome.
Thanks, Foggy.